Hey, welcome back. It is TVU's Most Wanted, and as promised, Showbread is on the show. We haven't seen their video yet, but that doesn't mean it isn't in the countdown.
It better not mean that.
I know. We'll see. Maybe we'll just have you guys leave before we get to the video, just in case.
I have a good feeling.
I need to know conclusively that it's a part of the show.
We'll let you know after
we
the
won't
interview's
be.
over.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. All right.
That works.
So before the show started, you guys went out and had Shane's again. How was that?
Very good.
You know, it was
Best Shane's
delicious.
ever had.
It was very delicious, Jared. And this sandwich was a lot easier to keep in one piece, so I was happy with that. I had some fried pickles.
Was the last sandwich not easy to keep in one piece?
I've only had Shane's before a couple other times with you fellas.
Right.
And they fall apart a lot.
Well,
deliciously fall
I was
apart.
gonna say that's the sign of a good sandwich, right? Right.
But this one had that going for it, and it stayed in one piece.
That's just a good experience.
Good times. Now, I heard some bad things happened at lunch. Certain people were not into certain movies, and life problems were blamed. What happened there, fellas? Explain the situation.
Well, the thing is this, Jared. Garrett, he's a young man, very sheltered, and didn't have a lot of life experience, and he missed a lot of critical cultural milestones. One of them being that he didn't see the film E.T. as a child. So we required that he watch this before we went on. And he watched it, and being the moron he is, he didn't like it.
Wait, when was this that you watched it? When did you finally sit down and watch it?
Within the past year.
Okay, so within the past year. Okay, you get a response to this. Why don't you rebuttal?
Well, see, E.T. just doesn't make any sense to me.
That's all you got? You're gonna have to do better than that, man. I mean, come on.
The plot is just weak, and there's so many holes in it, and it's it's a stretch to just make it watchable.
Hey, Jared?
Yeah.
Hey, here in the control room, we believe that to be that it is a hole as large as the place where Garrett's heart belongs.
Okay. I just really like asking that question because when you're explaining, you just see everybody else just cringe, and it's kind
This is so embarrassing. This does not represent the opinion of the band in any way, shape, or form.
And it shouldn't be representative of anybody's opinion. It just doesn't make sense.
I have something else to say. Just a few minutes ago, Obadiah promised that this topic would not come up.
Obadiah's a liar, dude. You just can't listen.
Said that we
I
were
feel like
over
you
it
should
and
know
we're
that by
friends
now.
They should change his name to Obadiah.
As I lay dying there, in at number 7, the song, the band, not the novel, by William Faulkner.
That's right.
Josh, you were just about to tell me an interesting story about how that's the name, or they got the name, but they've never read the book.
Right, well, this was many years ago. We toured with them in 2003 or something like that. A long time ago.
That'd be a sweet tour. Showbread, As I Lay Dying.
It was interesting, to say the least. And they're still friends to this day. We rarely see them, but nice fellas.
Nice.
Anyway, I said, that's a nice book. And they said, is it?
And that's where the conversation ended.
Yeah, that's a cool name for a band.
Do you think they ran off after that and read the book so they could be more...
They might have. I'm sure, they're obviously literate. I'm sure that they've read other books, but they just thought that was a nice name for a band. I think it came up because someone on that tour brought a copy of it for them to sign. And I said, you guys should read this thing. Good book,
I'm sure
Ken.
they very much appreciate the fact that you know them as being literate, too.
Right, I just wanted to point that out.
That's fantastic.
Intelligent group of people.
Yeah, they can read.
Yeah, they can read.
So you guys have been on the road. How's that been going?
Oh, Jared.
It's been great.
It's just
man.
It's been
just
so
good times
good.
all
Oh, man.
Happy times.
It has.
All right, for real, how's it been?
No, it's been really good. 5 weeks of free shows, absolutely free.
3 shows.
Yep.
How has that been? How does that change things as the normal show you make money? How does that work?
Well, it's a lot like the way, TVU, you put out there what you're doing, and then you say, if you want us to keep doing free shows, someone needs to help us out a little bit, and people line up to help out. Sometimes there's a lot of people that want to help a lot, and sometimes there's a few people that don't want to help very much. But any way you slice it, we're very grateful because we're almost through with 5 weeks, and we left thinking realistically there's a good chance that we might have to say, well, that's it, we're out of gas.
We're out of gas. Go home. But it's been going well.
It's been going fantastic.
That's cool, man. So tell me a little bit about playing your new stuff at these free shows. How's that been going? Have you guys been playing all new stuff? You've been playing old stuff and new stuff?
We play
Half and half.
Yeah, we play a mix of everything, but you go into it thinking Well, it's a really different record, and it's a really different lineup, and maybe people will be receptive to it, maybe they won't, but we're just going to play whatever we want to anyway. So if they don't like it, they really won't like it. But it seems like the people that show up have been very complimentary and very supportive.
Or just very polite.
Or just very.
Which might be the case. Right. We got a big screen on stage that flashes lots of cool things. So we said, if they don't like what we're playing, at least they'll have something neat to look at.
And
Dude, that's amazing.
And I think it works to our
The
advantage.
way you've described this tour and we're going to do what we want, play what we want. I feel like you guys should tour with Emery. The name of the new album is We Do What We Want. And that would just be,
I like that name. That's good.
That's a good.
I like that.
Good album title, Emery.
There you go. We're talking about your guys' tour. And Josh, I read an excerpt from your latest novel, your latest book, on some magazine's website. I think it might have been Hope Corps online. Either way. I was reading about this time where you guys were out on tour and you decided to shoot each other with BB guns in a specific area of the body, anywhere you picked. And you said the thumb was the worst, right?
It is.
Tell me that you guys have had something awesome like that happening on tours since, on recent tours.
Well, Jared, let me tell you this. The BB gun in question, which has been with us for years and years and years, since childhood, actually, the Red Ryder BB gun, which I point out in the book hurts way worse than any airsoft gun or the modern, little
Really?
guns you can get. Yes. Shoots copper BBs, and it's not even a pump gun. It's just one-time load.
Spring guy.
And we
Really, one time and that's it.
Yeah.
You can't pump
And,
it up
and
more than once.
we put that up against pump guns, and it still hurts worse. Something about this gun.
Just special.
Yeah.
You guys should write a case study because it sounds like you really did your homework on
We
this
did,
one.
because at one point we had like 5 different, non-lethal firearms in the van. And we tried them all, like, okay, all right, now hit me in the same spot with this one. Ooh, not as bad.
Yeah.
So literally minutes before they're in the van to leave for this tour, and I ran to the shed to get the BB gun because I forgot about it, and I brought it in. And this guy, Drew, he's a very scared-natured individual. He's afraid of everything. He's afraid of water. He's afraid of neckties. He's afraid of
Neckties?
He's afraid of
Wait,
Shoelaces.
Wait,
They're lying.
Velcro.
Yeah.
They're lying.
And everyone else is like, oh man, that's funny. We're gonna have a good time. He's like, oh man, I'm so scared, man. What if someone shoots me with that, man? I'm gonna have to call mama. And but surprisingly enough, the BB gun doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
And we've tried
Oh, man.
Hey, we try to get it to work, and we keep, pumping it and trying to shoot them, aiming it right at them.
Jared.
But nothing comes out of the barrel.
Am I that crazy for not
No,
liking
I would be-
a
I
BB
would-
gun pointed in my face right here?
I'd be a little nervous. I would
Okay.
be. Depending on where it was aimed.
So scared.
Just killing the party, man. Just
But they
killing the
did
party.
say earlier that non-lethal. I mean, you're not going to die, right?
But it's in my face, man, like right here.
In the movie, you can't shoot your eye out, right? And it was a
Yes.
Red Ryder,
Yeah.
so
And
that's
it was
little
a Red
dangerous.
Ryder. How about that?
So how are you going to rectify that situation? You guys going to get a new BB gun? or-
I think that I'm gonna go ahead and put an order in Amazon Prime so we
Yeah.
can get one as soon as
Do you think
possible.
you could find like the actual Red Ryder BB gun you guys had before? Or is this an old model?
I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but
We can try.
yeah, we'll
I
look
think
up
they
the
still
mo-
make the old ones, but let's see if we can get like a semi-automatic BB gun.
That's a thing?
The more shots, the better.
Okay. Because right before we left, we were playing a game where we just would, kind of hold 2 airsoft guns at one another and shoot each other somewhere up close. And everyone was really enjoying it like anyone would.
Yeah, any normal person.
Absolutely.
Drew just kept saying, I don't want to play this game where I get shot with an
Yeah,
airsoft
but
gun."
doesn't that make me a better friend that although I didn't want to play it, I still did?
But so
I played
begrudgingly.
just
Yeah,
as long
so
as you did.
begrudgingly.
You made it not so fun, you know?
And it's adding a different perspective to the band, right? You guys are all in, and he's just adding something different, adding
Yeah,
flavor.
it's just like the
Fear.
ET thing, you know? It's
Exactly.
Like, we
It's
can't be
just
all on
like
the same
the-
page. What's going
Right.
to happen to this band?
Yeah, and we need a lot of prayer because if Garrett doesn't agree about ET, what theological issues is he going to bring to the table?